following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 112. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&Ps are up 5.5. Gold contracts flat at $13.25. We have silver up 38 cents, $19.57. Oil's flat out here at $47.90. 10-year note down 3 ticks. 30-year bond off 13 ticks. And good old King Dollar, that's been moving around big time. It's up 28 ticks, 95.50. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see the Nadex banner on the top of the side. You can hit that banner. You can bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can follow along with us as we go through these defined option contracts. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
How you doing this morning?
Doing great, man.
Morning, Darrell.
Hey there.
Well,
So it's like the whole markets are live and awake, sort of. I mean, we had some nice moves, that took off early, and then they started. Right now, we got oil that's sort of chilling out at the moment.
no, there's no doubt. And yesterday you had that fast downdraft. The fast downdraft, folks. You had Bloomberg turn around and report in the middle of the day that they got hold of a internal document that the hedge funds were taking money out of Deutsche Bank, and that hit the market pretty quick.
Dun-dun.
Yeah,
there it
exactly. So it came out. That was the first report, and then it actually came out this morning. That's what they got hold of. And of course, that's always and then the Wall Street Journal reported it this morning also, that specifically the funds that were taken, and they were billions of dollars they were taking out, by the way. So it was interesting. When it first seen it, said, okay, what does that mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was billions of dollars. And that. Hey, we'll see where that shakes out. But bottom line,
Quite a rebound too, right?
It hit the market.
They just taking their profits, man. Come on.
Well, yeah, Deutsche Bank is out there, and my take is the government's going to have to come in and shore them up pretty quickly, and we'll see whether that comes in over the weekend or not, because the battle out here today is that they're saying that they're liquid to the tune of $250 billion, but $250 billion is nothing. That's
For a bank on that size.
Well, there was Ratner was on, and Ratner was the guy that he was a banker. He's the guy that did the GM, basically bankruptcy and then the makeover, and he was explaining that for a bank, $250 billion, like a bank, that's nothing. That's,
sure.
If the depositors decide they want to take it out, right. one second it can be liquid.
Wish I was a bank.
Yeah, all of us, right? No doubt. But anyway, so market-wise, it took a quick hit, and we're in window dressing now. Window dressing, folks, last 2 days of the month, following today is the first month, and normally it's a bullish bias. We'll see if this market wants to hold right here. Thus far, we take a look at these.
And summer trading's over, so we're into full throttle.
Yeah,
as well.
which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
If we take a look at these S&Ps, what you're going to see is that they're coming right, like ICE on the S&P is 2157. And all those ICE is where you kind of broke down from, and that's right where the first, big jump this morning, that's right where we went. I'd love to see that tested, because once you get that tested, you get some action. If we take a look at we
went up to basically one deviation from the low right there. So,
is that what? Okay, that's so cool.
We're at half a deviation, but it's a deviation move off that low.
Okay, and the NQs did the exact same thing, and he came right from where that news came down. So the NQs are closer to testing that level, which is the 48.58 level. Gold, it's going to be interesting watching this gold market, because what's so deviant out here inside the gold market, inside the dollar. So picture this earlier, folks. The dollar is up like 400 ticks, and gold was up. And I'm saying to myself, that normally doesn't happen, okay? So now the dollar gave up all its gains, and gold came down.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're going to have a new little correlation here. I mean, it's pretty wild, man. And the oil market, that oil move on Wednesday was extraordinary, no doubt. What is kind of intriguing here is that oil hasn't been able to take out that $48 level yet. Well, maybe it just did.
No, we took it out earlier.
I mean, 48.38. We got 48 to 25. That's what I have anyway. But
yeah,
that swing point of 48.
But I mean, that's basically what we had yesterday. So I mean, it's just like a few ticks off yesterday's high.
Oh, that's right. 48.32 yesterday. 48.25 today. So
we're just bouncing right off that level right now. And it looks like it's, thinking about trying to maybe test that again. I mean, it's oscillating right now.
Yeah. No, I think that test.
That or we're going to fly on back down to where we, were like, the early wee hours there.
It's going to be pretty amazing if you had a move like Wednesday and oil can't get over that high.
Yeah.
When you get that close to it. It'll be like, okay, the market would be saying that, I guess, no, that we have plenty of oil, and no matter what you say,
that it doesn't want to go above 50.
Exactly. I heard a statistic this morning. So this is about natural gas, right? So what I didn't know this. I'm sure most of you folks probably may know this, but so at $3 natural gas, right? That equals $18 a barrel oil. If you're using natural gas, if you and I use natural gas, that's the equivalent of a barrel of oil. Isn't that wild?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tommy, myself, we're coming right back. Dow's up at 133, Nasdaq's up 20. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 113. Nasdaq's up 16. S&Ps are up 5.5. And, don't forget, folks, Tommy, Darrell, myself, we have a Bull Bear Binary Option Hour every Friday, 10 to 11, Monday, 10 to 11. And, coming into next week is going to be pretty cool because Monday and Tuesday are still window dressing.
Okay.
But I think it gives everyone an opportunity to look at these weeklies.
Yeah. I know you've been liking them recently.
I've been liking them because the volatility has gone up in the marketplace.
Sure. We're getting triple-digit moves almost every single day this week.
Right.
Which is...
Can't complain about that.
Yeah.
No.
If you're trading for volatility and that's the kind of moves you get,
right,
in the long run, you'll be successful, regardless of which side you're almost choosing. But,
as long as you're trading it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And so what does happen, like today, let me just see, I bet the, because we got a nice little pop.
As we're saying that, that's quite a little bar that's forming right off the top, but go ahead.
Is that happening right now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a trip. Look at that. They hit it already. Okay. So what I was just going to say is that because you got
going to the moon?
Because we got a nice little pop, the VIX would pull back down pretty quick. Do you know what I'm saying? So that means, the premiums would come down a little. Do you know what I mean? And what happens, of course, if the premiums come down, it seems that, they can come down one day and then all of a sudden you wake up in the morning and the market's down another $1.50.
Yeah.
So
they can change quickly for sure.
You get it. Yeah, you're getting good executions.
Good pricing, good premium pricing.
You are. So, and on a weekly move, and particularly what I think you have coming into next week is that you get Monday, Tuesday, which would be the window dressing, and we'll see whether there's any buy in there. But then guess what? Then it's over. You got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah.
That the money's put to use. And thus far, what has happened in this marketplace, we'll see what shakes out today, but thus far, this S&P is still really weak. The S&P is only up 5 points. If we look at the strength versus the weakness inside the indices.
Oil's tightening up, man.
Is it?
It's just like starting to tighten up like a corkscrew right now. Yep.
And that could be the move of today, no matter which way it goes. Inside the Dow, there's only 2 stocks that are negative. And they're
barely.
And they're barely. Now, see, that's what that really means, though. Remember we pulled this up the other day. When the Dow's only up 109 and everything is in the positive, it's not that much in the positive if the Dow's only up 108.
Sure.
Right now, you got Walmart is up almost 2%. Procter & Gamble's up 1.9. Pfizer's up 1.6. Nike's up 1.2 after getting basically downdrafted. Inside the NDX 100, which we have, this is a takeover, NXPI. Qualcomm wants to take that over. Look at that. That's 2 days it's moved like that, I think. Holy cow. Look at that. The NXPI and Qualcomm saved the NASDAQ yesterday, even though it was down so much. NXPI has just gone from $81 to $102 in 2 days.
Not bad.
Yeah, seriously, man. That's pretty intense. Costco come out with numbers. They had good numbers, up 3.7%. Qualcomm is now look at Qualcomm too, man. This is the market's really happy about the. Qualcomm is the pursuer of NXPI, but Qualcomm also went from 62 to 69. And you can just imagine if both of those just were flat, and NVIDIA is up 2%. Taken away from it, look at this thing. Cognizant Technologies, what the heck happened to that? That's down 14.5%. Regeneron is down 3.3. BioMolin is down 1.3. Let me go to Cognizant Technologies.
Yeah. Are they biotech? They have some problems with maybe some studies going on.
They got something going on. Let's see. They provide custom information technology and consulting services, as well as outsourcing. Let's see what they have to say. Seriously,
They're
right?
not having a fun Friday. That's for
Oh,
sure.
here we go. Bribery.
Not having
Cognizant
fun Friday.
tumbles investigation to payments to India. An FCPA violation.
Some kind of payoffs.
Yeah.
Works until it don't.
Works until it don't. You know, it's amazing. It just, look at that. Wow. That's pretty sick, man. You should, this equity, folks, just, they put this on a, yeah, well, looks like it wants to go to 28 bucks, 38 bucks. It's, some of these, the bribery allegations overseas are pretty intense, and they seem to be, yesterday, I don't know if this is still on the top of the news, but one of the largest hedge funds in the world.
It seems like you have to be really big to get over that. You just have to be big
Yeah.
enough to make sure, just like
Right.
the Walmarts of the world, where
Right.
I'm sure that, didn't they have allegations of similar deals?
Yeah, they did.
In whether it was,
And-
India or China,
and that
I
one-
forget, but
no,
different
no,
countries.
it's Mexico.
Of paying,
Mexico.
yes, Mexico,
Yeah,
thank you,
right.
of paying to play.
If you're gonna
Right.
go there, you better get big quick, huh?
And they did.
Yeah,
And that's,
you just have to be big enough for if that news breaking that it's, it doesn't cripple you.
and that's what happened with Walmart.
Right. Yeah, that was, I'm
with-
sure
with-
that they benefited in the long run.
They
from,
did. They did. They-
getting a footprint in Mexico and dominating market, and
That's what happened.
and then just dealing with it.
It was that quick.
Yeah.
The guy yesterday, it's Oaks something hedge fund.
Okay.
They paid $400 million yesterday. And this one here, folks, is a beauty. Because if you're involved in the commodities business, what they did, they went to South Africa, in West Africa, paid off everyone, got all the diamond mines, right?
Sounds like a beautiful business plan.
So, the thing that's amazing, which I was blowing my mind, though,
If it were only legal,
is that,
right?
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm,
on
you're
this,
like, well, we just need to move. What we need to do though is just move over to one of those countries and getting ourselves in one of those positions where we're one of the everyone's.
Yeah,
to
that's
get paid off.
quite a tall odor.
that,
Especially over there, that'd be
Right.
dangerous.
well, what I was surprised about when I read that, thus far, it didn't say that this guy was, the Justice Department was going after him. It was still the SEC and the civil.
civil,
And I'm
yeah.
saying to myself, well, this is amazing because that Foreign Corrupt Act
Sure.
supposedly comes into play, and that's what they're going to get cognizant on. But, maybe it was done out of London. Yeah, that's what it probably was. Because
I'm sure there's a lot of angles to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He might be he might be a London citizen, even though he does business in the United States. So, anyway, it's a big bribery scheme. Bribery scheme.
What's new, right? Really?
Yeah, no, totally. Okay, so let's go over and take a look. What is new is that the NDX 100 has already given it up. So this is
And I'm still waiting on oil to figure out which way it's going to pop because it's going to do something. It's tightening up. I found my spread if it goes. So check out NASDAQ. Put the two together. See which one we can get.
Okay, so we got the here. I'm look. Is that?
That's oil.
Yeah, that's
he's
oil
on.
right there. Okay, so we're looking at that's live, right? Yep. 47.
Yeah, about 47.90. Is that
Yeah.
right? 47.80.
If oil gives it up, then forget it, man. I mean, especially coming into a weekend, because it won't take much. I suspect, what's going to get interesting here too is like if you're a hedge fund manager and you're up, whether it's 2, 3, 4% for the year, do you really want to take that risk for the next 90 days? That's where this is going to be. You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tom, and myself will come right back. If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Focused Commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 6 equally weighted commodities, including gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With annual pricing caps of 50% per component, you could earn up to a 50% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal
principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The October 13th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 129. You get the Nasdaq up 18. S&Ps are up 6.5. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. You can bring it up. Come to our website at TFNN. Hit the Nadex banner. You can bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And over the weekend, you can go through this, whether you want to be trading currencies, commodities, indices, all of the above. What does end up happening, of course, is that Sunday night, these markets will open back up. And Sunday night, you have the currencies. And, of course, Monday morning, it's game right across all the indices. And we certainly have volatility out here. And you can expect this market to move around quite a bit coming into the last quarter of 2016.
Big week in the markets, and oil being a big move. It'll be interesting to see how that news continues to play out next week.
There's no doubt, man.
Yeah.
The oil deal is going to be interesting because if, in fact, oil can hold and go up a little bit higher, that's going to affect the CPI.
Sure.
And the Fed is just, we'll see whether they go up at all. But their claim to fame at this point is that they want to see 2% inflation. Well, you're going to see 2% inflation pretty quick if oil's at 55 or 60.
Sure.
Right now, the probability of December is yesterday it was laying around 52%.
Might have even been higher, maybe 58.
IRP. You're at 56 this morning.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty much unchanged. November's still like 17%.
Right.
Pretty much an outlier if that came through.
Yeah. So, Darrell, on Sunday nights, right?
Okay.
Is it just the currencies that you really can get some action with
Yeah, I don't know why. It's one of those things I've sort of complained to them about. I'm like, open up the hours. People want to trade it, but yeah, you just have the currencies from 6 until 3 o'clock on Monday morning.
Okay.
And then everything else kicks in.
Right.
So I know if enough people request it, then they'll open it up.
Yeah.
So if people hop in the customer service thing of Nadex under my account and say, I want to trade indices and commodities on Sunday, then they'll look at extending the hours. So
Sure.
But right now, I think it's just they're used to making the FX markets on Sunday evenings, and then they wait until.
Right, and I suspect
Probably
it has
London
something to do
opens
with the
before.
aspect of even the market maker hedging both sides of it, because that means that they got to be working as soon as the futures open up at 6 o'clock also, right?
Right,
yeah.
exactly. Well, they're probably waiting on London to open up before they start hedging on indices and
Right.
everything else. So there's a little more volume to hedge with, because Sunday night there can be some volume, or they can be absolutely squat. So it makes it very hard for a market maker to hedge.
Yeah.
So that's my guess. I'm on the same page as you. It's probably just a market maker hedging ability.
Yeah, it would make sense.
But yeah. So yeah, but at 3 a.m. you can start doing the commodities and you can start doing the indices, but on Monday morning. But FX you can start at 6 p.m. on Sunday night.
Yeah, so that's.
So you're going to set your alarm for 3 a.m.?
I don't think so. No. But I think what I might do.
You can always wake up. You can put the trade in on your phone and go back to sleep.
Yeah, no, I think the idea of maybe Sunday night the dollar though. See, I like what the dollar did here today. So the dollar, folks, is up 400 ticks, and right now it's giving it up. It's just flat.
Yeah.
And when you go up with volume, which the dollar did, and then give it back, most times you're right back topside. So it's like, okay, man. That aspect there, I like that trade. Because what has happened on a continual basis is that the dollar keeps rejecting lower price. Now, we certainly haven't got strength for quite a while in the dollar. But when you keep rejecting lower price, look at that this morning.
What move are you talking about exactly?
Yeah, exactly. We went from 95.89 to 95.46.
Yeah, after going from 94.46 to
Yeah,
95.89.
right. Right. So I kind of like that setup. And I think what we're going to have over this weekend, this is not, you can see the politics have already started about Deutsche Bank.
Okay.
And in the politics, folks kind of go like this. Well, they go all over the place, but I was just in the elevator, right? So picture.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So picture.
So we're talking about Deutsche Bank, right?
Well, listen, in our building, you got to picture this, right?
There are
in
a
our,
lot of finance
In
guys,
our building, we're on the 6th floor. Morgan Stanley's on the 7th floor, and Merrill Lynch is on the 9th floor, right?
Sure.
So I get in the elevator, and, we know most of these people that work there. And because the business that they're in, they always need markets to go up, you know? So the first thing the guy says to me, he says, "Oh, we made it through September." Yeah, right? And he says, "What do you think about Deutsche Bank?" I says, "Well," I think the government will bail them out. And he says, "I think that, Obama should call the Justice Department right now and tell them that, listen, forget the $14 billion. Let's do $8 billion, because they have $8 billion set aside, and so that we can get this thing over with, right?" And the bottom line now, this is what's so crazy about this, folks. To me, it's sad what he said, but that is the feeling I suspect with most people that are in the business. And
sure.
And he had a valid reason on the other side of it too. He says, if this thing doesn't get over fast, more things are going to go south. And so the way the Fed is thinking, I said, I get out of the elevator. I says, "Oh, look at this, man," because you and I talk about everyone's used to the dessert and low interest rates and all this, and there's the level that so that's the kind of the state that everyone, not everyone, but that is in right now. So there'll be arguments about that.
Yeah.
About okay, and I don't.
And that's the problem with these banks, where they just becoming too big, because it is true.
Exactly. They're thinking
that it probably does make sense to save it, because the ramifications get so large sometimes.
Right.
And you get a leaving 2.0 going on.
And so then they just go in and they go out and they rip everyone also off again, and then they do it again, because it's like, okay, they're too big to fail.
Right.
And it's like, because it's like, when I heard it, I says, "Oh, that's so sad." But the same thing, I says, "But guess what? You know what I mean? Yeah, you get a run and then everyone's
The
hurt.
worldwide market's tumbling.
Exactly.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So
That's pretty.
Where's Wells Fargo at on their thing where they were making up accounts and charging people and all that other?
I suspect that
that's going to take some time too, right?
Yeah,
To play out in
and
terms
I
of-
suspect the way that the stock's trading, it looks like the guy's going to get canned. I mean, it broke out its lows yesterday.
Now that was not a good day yesterday, and that was the day that he came out and said he was not taking tens of millions of dollars that he had invested.
Right. But what ended up happening on top of that, the Justice Department went after them for repossession, the car loans from veterans. And so what happens is that, there wasn't huge amounts. There were thousands, but not in the context. But that's going to be
It'll be another.
Well, that's a
headline.
That's a criminal,
Yeah.
and that's a criminal deal. The Justice Department went after, going after them criminally for that, but that'll go away too. But politically, I think that's the nail in the coffin. It's like, okay, so
Right.
Yeah,
It basically, it's like, okay, well, you may be able to, pull off this or that or whatever the CO, but you go to the criminal charges, then it's like you're going to step down real quick. To get out of the way of that.
And the veteran's the poster child, so there's going to be, it's
That battle's going to play out for a long time.
It is.
There'll be lawsuits.
It
People want
is.
their money back. Shareholders, I'm sure they want
my
claw
God.
back for those executives, all that stuff.
unreal.
We'll be hearing about it.
Yeah, you stay right there, folks. A few more minutes, we'll get another crooked bank coming up.
Oh boy.
Only kid. Darrell, Tommy, myself, we'll be right back, folks. Dow's up $1.25, Nasdaq's up 23. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 118. Nasdaq's up by 23. S&Ps are up 7.5. And, you know, when we talk about negative interest rates, why don't you pull that over? Because this is a pretty cool story.
Talk about a lot of things with this story, I bet.
Yeah, you can. So why don't you go?
Sure. Swiss war bunkers hide gold troves, spare bed as clients flee banks. And really what it's talking about is that they have, deep in the Swiss Alps, next to an old airstrip suitable for landing Gulfstream and Falcon jets, is a vast bunker that holds what may be one of the world's largest stashes of gold. The entrance, protected by a guard and bulletproof vest, is a small metal door set in granite mountain face at the end of a narrow country lane. Behind two further doors, but the owner of the gold vault wants to remain anonymous for fear of compromising security. He worries even disclosing his name or company might lead thieves away. His way. And then what it goes into, though, Swiss storage operations such as these don't have the same obligation that Swiss banks do to report suspicious transactions to federal regulators. Americans aren't required under the U.S. Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act to declare gold stored outside financial institutions.
Wow.
So we'll just store it in wartime bunkers. Why not?
And so then, so check this out. On the next line now, too, folks, it has of the roughly 1,000 former military bunkers still in existence across Switzerland. A few hundred have been sold in recent years, and about 10 are now storage sites holding gold as well as computer data, according to the Swiss Defense Department.
Yeah,
that'll be the new deal. That's
why not?
There's always a there's not always a loophole.
If you're dealing in if you're dealing in that type of wealth and storage of wealth, etc., and you want to have complete secrecy, that seems like a pretty easy plan.
I know.
All you just buy a bunch of gold and you get to do whatever you want with, store wherever you want. Nobody really seems to get to find out about it, which is a tough thing to do these days in terms of very, very few ways. And I'm sure that I'm sure there's people in the U.S. government reading that story right now saying, how do we fix that loophole?
Yeah.
Because it seems like a big one for sure.
And then there's the aspect of that. Can you trust the person that's holding your gold?
Yeah.
You hold your own gold.
When you first.
Was that the whole point of having the gold, is to have access to it in case you have to?
Oh, for sure.
It is.
And that's why they said there was like a guard and a bulletproof vest. Well, that's nice. They're talking about that he's like a bulletproof vest. There's like you have a guard at the end of a corridor, and you just said this might be the biggest gold storage in the wealth. Yeah. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
seriously.
Yeah. Must be quite a security system if one man gets to lock down Fort Knox, right? I mean, seriously.
Well, right now, it's out. Can you imagine? If we had more time right now, we could go on Google and just go on Google Earth and start going right. Switzerland's a small country. Just start going right around.
Is that what you can do? Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
That'll be your weekend. That'll be your weekend activity.
I love that Google Earth, man.
Oh, for sure. Hey, go treasure hunting for gold Swiss bunkers.
They could take out that only have one guard.
Yeah. Right. My God. Pretty sick. Bottom line, folks, don't ever let anyone hold your gold either, because that's where all the scams always seem to come in. That in the business in general, they say, okay, these gold. Well, you can let a bank hold your gold, but
sure.
It
needs to be like if I'm letting anybody hold it, I think I need it insured, right, by some type of U.S. government here. I'm just talking about the banks that we do business with.
You do,
because otherwise you better basically have a small army to protect it.
Well, what's also happened is that the biggest scams inside the gold market have been that send me your money, we'll hold the gold, and then all of a sudden 5 years later there's no gold.
Okay.
There's a couple. Sure. There's one guy that did business out of Fort Lauderdale. He took everyone like 7 years ago. I mean,
you want to make sure you're dealing with FDIC or whatever it is in that context.
Exactly.
If you're doing that.
Like when your friend Joey's like, I know a place to store it.
No, don't trust Joey when he says that.
I got a spot.
Yeah.
I got a spot. Give it to me.
Yeah, totally. So we go over and we take a look at these E-minis. It's going to be interesting. So the
oil's trying to push on that high again.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's no volume either way. I mean, it had a beautiful run with a perfect setup earlier, but it was like, unless you're up at 645 or so.
No, it's this market could, let's see, 1047 we got.
I mean, we had that news. They come out and they said they were going to start pulling back how much they were producing and all that. So going into the weekend, I mean, could that cause a pop?
Oh, yeah. Listen, My take on it is that if it doesn't
today, like by the end of the day, like 2:30 or whatever, because that cause a pop by then. People wanted to cover all their shorts out.
It should get over that swing point. You know, when you're next to the swing point by like 20 cents.
Right. Or how many shorts are left after everybody got knocked out? I mean, did a lot of the shorts already get knocked out based on what just happened? You know, this week.
I would say so. Yeah. I mean that.
So there's not as many shorts that have to cover like right now going into the end.
I don't think so. I mean, that move from the bottom to the top. $2 is $2,000 per contract.
It was $3.
Yeah, so it's $3,000 per contract.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main reasons.
We're almost up like $4 really from where it was at prior. I think we're at 44.50 somewhere right below that day as the news started to break.
Right. And if you trade that Nadex product, folks, the bottom line is that's why the defined risk is so important.
It is.
Know? And trading oil in the Nadex product is dynamite. I mean, it's you're those spreads. I really like those spreads inside that product because. Lately
we've said huge moves in both directions.
It has. It doesn't.
So it'd be really tough if you're just riding out either side of that.
Right. It's been $1.50.
Easy, right?
And on $1.50, guess what? Take that bread.
Because even before the $4 rise, right? The market tanked down like a full $1 just to put it. So that would have been tough. Can you imagine there were a lot of people that were probably long. Got pushed out of that right before it goes up $4.
Totally, which drives you right out of your mind.
And it had to have, because that was a news day, that was inventory day, that was Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it went up at 10 past 2.
And
the market closed
and
at
it started
2:30.
before that though.
Yeah,
it started a lot.
It did.
It started like at 11 o'clock.
Right away.
We got off the program and it was tanking, and it was 11 o'clock. And I didn't look at it later until 2 o'clock. And even at that point, it was already up $1.50. And then the news hit and it went up a full another $1.50 in about the next like half hour, 45 minutes.
I know when I saw that news came out, I went in and locked in my electric rate. I was on variable for a little bit because my annual.
Good for you, yeah.
And I went in and it was could lock in a 7.3 rate for like 2 years per
How does that
kilowatt.
work?
For electric?
Yeah.
First cost? I assume
I was on variable and it was floating
just
right
let you
around
lock in your rate, just like a mortgage probably. And right?
Yeah,
Is that
like at 9 or 10
your
cents a
home electric,
kilowatt.
Daryl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
I don't know, but it would make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, you can lock it in for up to 3 years, your electricity. So what I do is I watch and as it's dropping, because if you do it when it's just like flying down, they don't drop the rate at all.
Isn't this great news? You can trade your home electric bill now.
I gotta find out.
You get to plot and
for
time.
years.
You get to time the trade for your electric bill.
I think that'd be great. I don't think they'd let us do that in Florida, though.
I don't know. I've never heard of it either, but it made sense to me instantly because they're companies. They can leverage that off. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. It would.
Here's a website here in Texas. It's called powertochoose.org.
Okay.
And you can go in and it lists every electric company, all the rates, all the terms.
That's pretty cool.
So my contract just expired like 2 months ago, and I was waiting for some news to say, hey, we're going back up. And then as it started popping back up, the rates actually dropped a little bit. And I went in, grabbed it, and then now I locked in that rate, 30% less than what I was paying.
Shop, choose.
Shop, compare, choose. Power to choose.
Cow, you stay right there, folks. We're going to start trading electric bills. No.
This is awesome.
Darrell Martin, Tommy O'Brien. We're going to be right back, folks. Stay right there.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up $115 rather than Nasdaq's up 25. S&Ps are up 7. And don't forget, right here at TFNN, folks, got some great programming coming up for you. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. And then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters in Chicago for swim lessons. Steve Rhodes is 1 to 2. Dave White's 2 to 3. And I'll be back this afternoon. And we got our man, Mr. Darrell Martin. We're looking at the oil contract. And, yeah, it's getting a little pressure coming off that high. So this will be interesting coming into the close out here today, particularly because it got so close to that high. You know, it's only a 5-minute bar we're looking at, but
bounced right off it, right?
Can't bust them up. Guess what? They're going to try to bust them down. And coming into Friday is going to make a difference, you know, because I'm sure that everyone's going to be talking their book over the weekend. If we were in Saudi Arabia, we'd be talking that we're cutting production. Big time too.
Huge.
Huge, man. We're going to cut production. No one else going to have any more oil. Well, you know what is interesting here? Check this out. This was pretty intense. When that was happening, it happened yesterday. We're going to talk to our man, Mr. Andy Heck. TSO, you know, got smoked yesterday. It went from 83 to 76, and so did Valero. And Terry in the den was thinking it might have been the crack spread, and I bet it was. You know, I suspect it probably was. Yeah. You know. That's pretty intense. Valero went from 55 to 51. You know, so if the crack spread, so oil.
Sure, there's so many factors with how they're using each one, right?
How they're using each one. Yeah. You know, so you know, you're going to get a lot of movement out there. And don't forget, folks, you can test drive the Nadex platform. You can get ready for Sunday night, get ready for Monday morning, because I suspect, you know, Monday, Tuesday.
Watch some football on Sunday. Get your Nadex account ready for Sunday night, Monday morning.
Yeah. So does Brady have one more week?
This is the last one.
This is the last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Be amazing if they win again.
I know.
Who are they playing? Do you know?
I think the Bills.
The Bills. Okay.
Team Ryan.
Oh, okay. That's going to be pretty intense, man. There's no doubt about that. If we get over and we just take a look at the volumes right now, inside the SPY right now, you're bouncing on 26 million. So this will be,
Are we into the weekend already? Is that what you're saying? As in light volume, right?
No, it's light volume, and if you're a bull, it's the last thing you want to see is a bounce on light volume right now. You'd rather see a test of the lows from yesterday with light volume, because then the market has done what it's done, meaning that there's no more sellers, you're on the way down. You go up, you have light volume, guess what? That's setting up a B to a C of a small ABC structure on the way down.
Sure.
The Qs are something to really keep your eye on because, I know, I want to see what the IBB is doing, because the IBB was putting a hammer in yesterday. So the IBB is bouncing right now, but what you will have, even on the weeklies, is that you're going to have a, maybe not. You get a downdraft going. The question is going to be, is that you get an expansion of volume. 5.5 million into 7.3. You'll do about 1.4, 1.5 out here today. So the IBB does need some more volume as it gets into lower price. You had an expansion of volume out there yesterday, though. It's no doubt. King Dollar, I think King Dollar's the play Sunday night. King Dollar right now is down 102 ticks.
Kind of feels like market just kind of might settle. Like we had so much news that today there's not going to be much that'll drive it like we've had this week.
Yeah, unless
something comes, right? For sure. Unless new news comes, somebody could start talking.
I agree. I know what you're saying.
No, it's well said.
You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Darrell, thanks so much, man. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Have a good one.
You too, man.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.